Hi there and welcome. In this video I'm taking a look at this video camera. It's a hard disk DVR, a digital video recorder. And the main idea is that you stick it in the window or the windscreen of your car, and then you can video through the window. And in case you see any accidents or whatever, you have evidence or proof of what happened. Actually, I bought another video camera, and I was going to bring it on my holidays here that are coming up. I didn't go for the GoPro because the price was ridiculous, but I found another one and that looked really good. However, that one did not have the suction cup for installing it in the car window. So I was looking on eBay and I could buy suction cups from China for a really good price. However, I cannot wait for the shipping. My holiday is coming up in the next couple of weeks. So I found this thing here in Poland, and since Poland is a member of the EU, I could get this shipped really quickly in 3 or 4 days. I bought this instead of just buying a suction cup, because after importing to the EU and the distributor in Poland getting his cut, there was basically no difference in price buying just the suction cup or buying this camera with the suction cup included. So I'll be doing a test and a teardown of this camera, and we'll see whether it's any good. I don't really like teardowns, so I'll just go through this quickly. What we have is a nice packaging box. We have the camera itself. I'll just put that aside. And they spent some money on the packaging, definitely. There's a little manual, and yeah, it's written in a rubbish Chinese, English, Chinglish, but I guess without having seen it before, it looks fairly complete. It shows all the buttons and what have you. But anyway, then we have my suction cup in a plastic bag, if I can get it open. There we go, and let's just try it immediately. Put it here, and it sits really well. So the suction cup, I'm quite happy already. Nice little thing, and you can adjust it around here. So the suction cup looks decent. In the box, we also have a power supply for the car, with a really long USB cable, so that looks nice as well. And the plastic is already broken. I don't know who did quality control on that. I'm not sure whether you can see it, but that screw thread is gone here. So anyway, then we have a little USB cable, which is very short. I've never seen such a small USB cable before. It's basically just 1.5 foot or something like that. And very interestingly, lithium ion battery. It's a Nokia rip-off, the BL5C, which is used in a lot of Nokia equipment. It weighs nothing. However, it says 1050 milliampere hours. So that was a surprise. I thought you had to supply your own battery. So that is really cool. And if we look at the thing here, I guess the battery fits like this. So that is the camera. If we look at it, we have in front the lens and some infrared LEDs, so that we can see something at night. On this side there's a USB connector in a little there's a little cover, and I guess this should have been made of rubber, but this is plastic, and yeah, I guess that's fine. Then it flips open and we have a little color screen here and 4 buttons for the menu. So yeah, and holes for a microphone. It looks okay, I guess. but the plastic is a really cheap quality. However, it was €6. I think I paid €6. So if you include all the screens, the buttons, the plastic tooling, and the battery itself, plus the suction cup, plus the power supply, plus the everything, that is really remarkable. But yeah, well, is it any good? Let's power it on and have a look. Okay, so I'm back, and I'm running it, as you can see, from a USB cable, because the built-in battery, the Nokia clone battery, is not holding any power. As you can see, the display is pretty crisp, and there are 4 buttons down here for setting the different modes. Obviously right now I can't do anything because it's connected to the PC, but if I plug it out, we may have power for a little while. See, 1 bar is already gone here, and now it shuts down by itself. So it cannot hold power. This battery is a bullshit battery. Okay, so I found finally my mobile phone charger, and that works perfect. Now it says charging here, and yeah, I guess it is. It just doesn't hold any charge. But anyway, if we just look at the buttons, we have on-off switch here, a select button up here, which is ridiculous because all the other menu keys are down here. And it actually took me quite a while to figure out how to select anything from the menu. But let's get into the menu system. It looks like this. I'm not going into much detail about this, but it has basic settings for setting up your camera. So you can set up the screen resolution. It goes up to 1080p. However, I really doubt that the CMOS sensor in this chip is 1080. So I think they're just extrapolating additional pixels out of a very low resolution image. But however, you can move up and down here. You can set timestamp on and off. Motion detection on and off, which is really nice because if there's no motion, you're not recording anything. So it's pretty neat for security camera, also for your car. So you can set it up before you go for lunch or dinner or whatever, and or overnight. Then there's one called video time, which makes no sense to me. Then there's one called voice recording, on and off, nice. And what else? If you press menu again, you can format your SD card, you can select different languages, and you can reset it, and then you can set your mains frequency to avoid flicker. And that's it really. So the menu is a little bit sluggish, and the colors look very Chinese. And for some reason the select button is this sucker up here. And yeah, so it's a typical Chinese menu. It has not been thought out very well, but it's usable. So anyway, let's try and take some photos. Let's see what I have. I have a remote control here for a TV. It has some red and green and yellow buttons on it, and blue. So let's take a look at the video quality. And yeah, it's still recording. Why did it switch off during recording? It doesn't instill too much confidence, I must admit. But yeah, let's do some motion. The video is still very washed out, and I'm not having too much light in here. In fact, you can see my hand in the background there, and it's kind of dark. But yeah, anyway, it works at least. The video is not too good, but it works, and it has recorded 30 seconds right now. So let's switch it off and open it up and see what's inside. Oh yeah, what we got. There you go. So there's two screws here, just have it of course. And there's the thread button already. And there you go. And the battery component. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we have two screws here. As I said earlier, the plastic is a really cheap quality. And I think these little tabs on the cover will break quite easily. However, something quite interesting, there's a metal insert here for the camera mount. So it's not really too bad. Okay, so we got it here. And it's a little bit flimsy. I guess this is a loudspeaker. We have the camera here. And we have a main PCB, which is a very cheap quality. Yeah, there's some wires soldered in. Can we get it out? Yes, we can. And there are some cables here for the main display. Okay, so I flipped it over, I got it out of the box. And there's nothing on this board. There's a single chip here, which takes care of everything. And that handles serial interface to the display through this little cable up here. And we have some couple of transistors to driving these LEDs and a little microphone. And on the back, as we saw, there's a loudspeaker and some clips for the battery. About the solder quality, it's not too good. If you look down here, there's a little solder ball rolling around, and some of those pins are not soldered properly. The pins are just poking through the holes, so I have not too much confidence in the solder quality. So hardware wise, I actually think it's pretty good. It's fairly well designed, but yeah, I guess the shitty user interface and the battery lets it down. If they had just taken a little bit more care, I think this would have been a great little product. But yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't want to say it's shit, because it actually works. But the picture quality is not too good, and you can't use it as a GoPro, surely. But I think maybe for a security camera for your car, I think it's okay. So yeah, I guess the question is, can I recommend it? I wouldn't use it myself, but actually it has all the features that you would expect from a camera like this. Yeah, I know the menus are a little bit shitty and the battery doesn't work at all. And it would be nice with a proper charger, USB charger in the box itself. I mean, it works for the price, you really can't knock it. So yeah, this is a weird one. It's actually rubbish, but in another way, it's actually quite okay. So yeah, no conclusion. You make up your mind yourself on this one, I think. So anyway, yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you again soon.